guys, tonight I'm going to be doing a video on this look right here, navy blue smoky eye. Yes, you can wear navy blue eyeshadow and not look like Mimi from Drew Carey. If you're interested in watching, stay tuned and see how I got this look. First, we're going to start out with priming my eyes, and I am using the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. And you want to put that all the way up to the eyebrow. And this will help your eyeshadow go on smoother and stay on longer. And you just need a little tiny amount of this. Got my eye primer on. I'm going to go in with this shade and put it all over my lid up to my eyebrow with a flat shader brush. And this just helps those other colors go on smoothly to the lid and transition better for blending. You always want to do a light color all over the top of your eye because you don't want it to be striking and stand out. Next, I am going to take this brown color right here and I'm going to apply it as my transition color with a fluffy brush. Because I want to use this as a transition color, I'm going to apply it into the crease and just above that crease as well. And I'm going to go back and forth with windshield wiper motions, blending it up, not to the brow bone, but kind of in between. Next, what I'm going to do is pop this gray color right here into the crease. Once again, I'm taking a fluffy shading brush. Now I want this to go into the crease, but I do not want it to go above that transition color. Focusing on the outer corner. And I'm sure this looks messy right now, but that is why I'm doing my eyeshadow before I put on my foundation, so I can clean up any mess that it makes and make it look nice and clean. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush right here. As you can see, it's kind of like V's, but it's still fluffy. And I am going to take this navy blue color and just pop that into the outer corner and a little bit onto the lid. Also, with pigments like this, you want to remember just to barely get any on your brush, tap off the excess. You can always build a color up, but you cannot take it away. Once it is on there, it is on there. So I want this in my outer V, but I kind of want a little bit on my lid as well. As you can see, it already kind of has that smoky effect. And I'm barely tapping my brush into this, and then I'm also just beating off the excess. And now what I'm going to do is take another flat shader brush, and I'm going to pop this silver color onto the lid, all over the lid. You just really want to pack that onto the lid. Now I'm going to go in with my fluffy brush again and just blend all of this outer corner out and into the crease, trying to get rid of some of those harsh lines. And if you get something a little bit too dark, I mean, you can kind of blend some of it out. But you want to try to avoid that by going in lightly with your brush from the get-go. Now my lids are not popping as much as I would like, so I'm actually going to add this very white tone on top of the lid. Let's see if that gives it that pop that I want. Once again, one last time, And then you can see some of the lid color got up into my inner crease, so we'll just blend it out. Now I'm going to be taking my Essence Super Fine eyeliner pen and applying it to the top lash line. And what I love about this pen is I can literally just touch it to my eye. I don't even have to do anything, and it just goes on there, as you can see where I've already touched it. Now I am going to pull my eyelid just a little bit. You should never do this to apply eyeliner, but I always do. So there's the eyeliner on that lid, and now I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. As you can see, I have a little bit of mess up there, but I'm going to clean that up. Does anybody else have one eye that they feel like eyeliner just applies way better on? I feel like this eye, the eyeliner just looks so much smoother than it does on this eye. And I'm actually going to wait until after I put my foundation on to do my lower lash line. And what I did to clean up that makeup is I just took eye makeup remover on a Q-tip, and then I just rub it wherever I need to clean up the makeup. So now taking my damp beauty blender and my Sephora 10-Hour Wear foundation, go ahead and apply that everywhere. And I usually do just like 3 of these, and I put it on my face. I kind of just tap it out up here. Right now it looks like war paint, but I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend all of that in. And the thing with the beauty blender is to make sure that you're like pressing it, don't rub it. Because when you rub it, it can cause streaks, and you should never be rubbing. You should just be kind of blending. And you will get quite a bit of an arm workout with this. It does take some time to blend in foundation, but I love this compared to using like the little sponges that come with them, or even my makeup foundation brush. I like this a lot better, just because I feel like it provides better coverage. It is more full coverage. So I'm just going to blend that out. Okay, now that I've got my foundation fully blended out, I am going to take my NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer and apply it under my eyes. This will help with any dark circles that you may have. Also with any contouring and highlighting you want to do. What I love about this is I can just stick it in once and it does all of that. Before, with the other products I was using, I would have to stick it in the tube to get more product like 3 or 4 times just to cover one under eye. And this will help with your dark circles, any redness under your eyes. I take it along the bridge of my nose, up here on my forehead, just kind of blend it out, and then my chin and right there on my cupid bow. Now I'm also going to use my beauty blender to blend it out, but instead of using this big round side, I use this side because it can get better into the eyes. The eye crevices, as I like to call them.
I'm in the fast lane, from LA to Tokyo. I'm so fancy. Can't you taste this gold? Remember my name. To blow.
Okay, now that I have my concealer everywhere, next what I'm going to do is bake the face. And I'll talk more about what I use to bake in my next video. But I'm just going to take that damp beauty blender again and pick up the powder and just plop it everywhere that I put my concealer. And what this does is this helps to set all that concealer so it doesn't wear off or crease. And while that is baking, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I will be using the Maybelline Precise Proud Micro Pencil. And this is in the shade Blonde. And I am just going to go underneath and draw out my eyebrows. Uh-oh, I'm almost out. I'm gonna have to buy some more. And just fill in any of those spots that might be thin. And then I'm going to take the spoolie in and just run it through the brows. Make sure everything blends in well together. Now what I'm going to do is take my Real Techniques powder brush and I'm going to brush all this powder away. Okay, now that that's brushed away, I'm going to go ahead and finish up my lower lash line. And I am going to take my black eyeliner from Ulta and just apply that to the waterline. And then on an eyeliner brush like this, I'm going to take that gray color again that I used in my crease and just press it into the lower lash line. Then I'm going to take a smudger brush and just smudge that together to smoke it out. This also will help with any harsh lines that you might have. You want to make sure that your bottom connects with your little wing or whatever you've got going on at the end of your eyes. I'm also going to pop a little highlight up into the brow line. I'm going to use that same very light white shade that I used to make the lid pop and just pop it up in here for highlight. Now moving on, we're going to start working on bronzing up and contouring the face. For bronzer, I'm going to be using this Physicians Formula bronzer and this fluffy kabuki brush. Oh no, I hit pan. And I just take my bronzer up here in this little corner here, this corner here, and then kind of connect it. And then I bring it down the sides. And I do that on both sides. And this right here is all you really have to do to brighten up the face. Already I feel like I can tell a difference. I don't feel as ghostly pale. But I will also go along the chin line and just brighten it up a little bit down through there. And next what I'm going to do is contour. I'm going to be using the Hoola bronzer from Benefit for my contour. I'm going to be using the Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques. it's smaller, will get into the area better and not be big and huge. And the reason why I'm using this over another bronzer is it's more ashy tone, which I think works really well for the contouring. You don't want your contour to be too warm because then it just looks unnatural. And as far as figuring out where to contour, one thing that I learned was to do that, and you kind of see where to contour, but you don't want to do that while you're contouring. So I can kind of see this little line here, and that's where I'm going to contour. And you're just going to take it and bring it down. You don't want to bring it all the way down. You don't want to take it up. I mean, that looks pretty drastic, but we're going to blend it in. So we're going to do that on both sides. And I know right now you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's so bright. But we're going to take this nice big fluffy face brush and we're going to blend it. That is the key technique to a lot of makeup stuff, is to blend. Never stop blending. Blend like your life depends on it. So we blended that one side and it does not look too harsh. This side we still haven't blended. Definitely looks harsh. Blend it. See the difference? Now that we have this blending all done, this contour all blended out, I'm actually going to contour my nose. And I'm not going to use that big brush to do it. I'm actually using a eyeliner brush just because it's smaller and I think it works great with the nose. I've tried to use bigger brushes before and I think it looked horrible. So this is just something I've kind of learned over the years, and you kind of just want to follow this line down. Just follow it straight down. I have a little bump in my nose. I don't know if other people have those. So I just follow it straight down, even going over that bump. As you can see, the lines on the side. Once again, you're going to take your buddy and you're going to blend. And it may be harder to blend with this, where it is so big and it's the nose area. So what I kind of do is I pinch the end of the bristles together, so it really gets it in there and blends. See, the line's not as harsh. You can still tell that you have a little bit of a slimmer nose, but the line isn't as harsh. It almost just kind of looks like a little shadow. And that's what you want your contour to look like. It's just a shadow. It's like a natural shadow that's hit your face. There's other places that people contour. I've seen people contour this area to kind of make their chin pop more. I don't do that just because I've never really been that good at it, so I just choose not to do it. The second part of contouring is highlighting, and I am actually out of highlighter right now, so I will not be doing that in this video. But what I would do with my highlight is I would typically apply it like here and kind of up into the eye, down my nose, my cupid's bow, and a little on my chin is where I would highlight it. I'm hoping for maybe not my next video, but the one after that, definitely to have it in by then. I also realized that I just realized this. I forgot to prime my face before I put on my foundation, which I always do. I think maybe it's just where I was making the video, I forgot to. But priming your face before putting on your foundation helps with any bumps or texture issues you might have. So if you have a breakout at the time, putting that primer on kind of makes the whole face be more of a smooth surface, and it helps the foundation just glide on a whole lot better and not to get kind of cakey and creasy and stuff like that. Now what I'm going to do is apply my blush, and I am going to be using the Sephora blush in the shade Heat It. And what will help you with knowing where to apply your blush is to smile while you do it. So when you smile, you can see the apples of your cheeks, and so you know to start there and then just blend it back. Okay, mascara, I'm going to be using the Benefit Roller Lash. I really like this mascara. It goes on clean. It doesn't clump up. It's got kind of a curved, very tiny curved brush. But it is one of my favorites. I'm going to be doing another video with like all drugstore products, and I'm not going to get the drugstore equivalent to this, but I will mention it in that video just because I really love this. Now if I run out of this and I don't have something else that I've stumbled upon or gotten for free, then I'll definitely be getting that drugstore one. And last but not least, I am going to apply the Sephora Mini Liquid Lip Stain. I'm not sure what the color name is on this, but it's kind of like a nude pink. There you go, you have your look. I hope you enjoy this. Leave me a comment, like, and subscribe so you won't miss out on any of my videos. I appreciate you watching. Thanks.